All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday, October 13th. We got the game one of the NLCS here between the Dodgers and the Mets. I have three plays coming your way in today's video. This is going to be an interesting one because we have the Mets who are red hot, kind of seem like a team of destiny, and now you have the Dodgers who are the favorite and all that, but they had to scrounge out their series win against the Padres. So two teams kind of riding a momentum high heading into the series. On the mound for the Dodgers is going to be Jack Flaherty, and it looks like we're going to get a mix of Kodai Senga and David Peterson for the Mets. I believe Senga is opening, and like he did, last start pitched 1 or 2 innings. I think it was 2 innings, right? And then we're going to get a little bit of David Peterson. So some decent pitching as well. Let's go ahead and jump into our picks, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're still traveling as of right now, so forgive the maybe lack of audio, or even let me know, does the camera look weird? Does the audio sound weird? Let me know in the comments, because obviously I think that when we do our normal videos, we have some of the best production value here on YouTube, and it kind of pains me sometimes when we're traveling, but I'd rather get the video out and make some content, good content, versus not doing it at all, if that makes sense. So, yeah, let me know if this is sounding and looking all right. But, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this game. I have 3 plays. One of them is kind of, or 2 of them, I should say, is kind of one, but let's go ahead and jump into it here. I am on the side of the Dodgers, maybe the square side, maybe the side that isn't the fun side or anything like that, but I'm going to be looking at the Dodgers' first 5 run line. That's a half unit for plus 100 over on Caesars, and then we're paying a little bit of the orange juice over there for the money line, 0.5 units at the minus 160. I was thinking about just doing a full unit on the first 5, but I do think there's a massive bullpen advantage here for the Dodgers, and the way their bullpen has been pitching, it's been electric. Now you could say the Padres makes that bullpen look even better in the last 25 innings or so, but overall I do think that this is a huge bullpen advantage for the Dodgers. Hence why I rolled with, splitting a unit here, getting them in the first 5 for plus money, and then paying a little bit of the OJ there, the juice, for the full game here. But reason why I'm doing this is I think that the Mets are a great team. They've been phenomenal, but they do sometimes still struggle against righties here. In fact, even with some of these historic playoff wins and whatnot going on, in the last 30 days, last month, they're bottom of the barrel, and I mean bottom, like close to the bottom here in average. Their power numbers aren't all that great. So, numbers, I guess the eye test says one thing, that when this team needs a hit and all that, they do it. Numbers are screaming, screaming. Mets can struggle to hit Jack Flaherty today. They can struggle to hit all day long. And where you have the Dodgers, who, yes, they only scored, what was it, a couple runs in game number 5 there of the DS. It's like this team prior to that was cruising, right? So they had scored in that Padres series 7, 5, 8 runs. I think they had another 2-run game when they got smoked by the Padres. But if this game comes down to consistency, then the Dodgers should be able to do it. Now, you're going to make the argument, well, Ev, 6, 7, 4 from the Mets. I understand that, and I kind of give credit to that. But to me, this being in the Dodgers' home, the fact that they have now just as big of a momentum high as the Mets, and the Dodgers played 2 days ago, the Mets are waiting. To me, this still just screams Dodgers, especially with the idea that they can trust Jack Flaherty. Maybe he goes out there and pitches a gem. Maybe he doesn't, because he hasn't been pitching all that phenomenal, but I do think they have even a pitching advantage. If they go to David Peterson, so Senga's going to start, like I said, but David Peterson should be the starter here. Dodgers hit lefties fairly well in terms of last 30-day numbers. They're either 1 or second in terms of average WRC plus, OPS, on base, ISO, slugging. Like, at some point, I think that the better team prevails, and I hate to say it because I'm almost rooting for the Mets for a little bit of excitement. Betting wise, I do think the Dodgers are by far and away the better team here. So I explained why I like them on the money line. That's honestly what I like more, but look at the odds, right? Minus 160. So I figured we kind of balance that out with the half unit on the first 5 run line. And to clarify, guys, that run line, that minus 0.5, that means they have to be winning. If they're tied after 5 innings, in the top of the 6th, then it is a no-go. So minus 0.5 in the first 5 means they have to win the first 5. That's the difference between first 5 run line and first 5 money line. Now, we move into another plus money play here, and I like it. I mean, honestly, I'm shocked we're getting plus money. Plus 115 over in DK. We got Shohei over 0.5 singles. Now, this is a guy that obviously hasn't exactly had the best postseason, but in that Dodgers series, he had 3 singles out of 5 games, so 3 and 5 hit rate. In terms of how he's done against the Mets head to head here, 3 of his last 5, I think that was 3 of the 5 games they played this year as well. So I like that. And Senga's going to throw a lot of fastballs. You move over to Peterson, who's going to throw fastball, sinker, and I guess that makes up 60 or so percent of his pitches. Like, I like the idea of Shohei being able to get on base here. Now, the problem, and I say it with a smirk on my face, because we're taking Shohei for a single. If Shohei hits a home run, we don't cash it. You know what I mean? Like, we need a single here. That is why it's plus money and all that. But he really hasn't been crushing the ball in the postseason. Does he start now? Sure, that would be just our luck. Go ahead and fade me, right? But I do think that if he's going to get on base, the trend has kind of shown, at least in this series and even his sort of last 10 games or so, that he's not crushing the ball. He could send one, into the gap and whatnot and get a single. So I think he turns it around. I think one of those hits ends up being a single. So Shohei over 0.5 singles there. Kind of to recap, and we'll recap yesterday. I should have done that at the top of the video. But I'm looking at 2 different things here. Dodgers first 5 and Dodgers money line. They got to win the first 5. It's run line, as well as Shohei. I guess we're all over the Dodgers today. 6 minutes into the video, guys. Go ahead and comment 6 if you made it this far, and let me know what you are rolling with. Am I fading the team that is destined to advance and destined to keep winning in the Mets? Because that could definitely be the case here, because this Mets team has been cruising, but to me, they just don't, I think the Dodgers have just as much momentum after that great win against the Padres and winning that series. I think they have just as much momentum as the Mets, but maybe I'm the crazy person in the room. And then we have Shohei over 0.5 singles. I think he turns it around, and by doing so, maybe he has 2 hits today, one of them being a single. So I like that idea. We didn't recap yesterday, which we probably should have. We had the Nerfy in that Tigers and Guardians Game 5. No team to reach 5. It looked pretty damn good until, the 5th or 6th inning, when we see a home run, a grand slam there. And then Noel, we had under 0.5 bases. That cashes as well. So 2 and 3 yesterday, cashing our full unit play on the Nerfy, but it was a little bit juicy. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for game number 1 here of the Dodgers and the Mets. Really good playoff baseball so far. I know a lot of people, baseball's boring, it's Sunday, but this is good playoff baseball. We have our NFL bets out there. So if you're like, why are you focusing on baseball? We have our NFL bets out there and our NFL videos out there. There's no reason to be not watching baseball right now. Very, very, very good series. So that's all for me from the road, guys. Tomorrow's video should be a normal video, or in the next week or so. We're returning back after this weekend. So we'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.